Hello, folks, and it is a glorious day. The forces from the United States, I think Delta Force, helicoptered in, somehow undetected, into Venezuela. I mean, there were I think people with cell phones that caught them, but somehow the Venezuelan security forces didn't. They barged into the palace of President Maduro, nabbed that sucker, and flew him back to Miami, and we're holding him custody for war crimes. Now, obviously, the whole drug thing is just a cover. That was never the reason. We wanted their oil, and that nothing makes it more clear that we wanted their oil than the fact that we said we would temporarily take over their country and redevelop, you guessed it, their oil infrastructure before handing it back over. Now, right now, the person in charge is the VP, and she demands that Maduro be freed. But those demands are going to fall on deaf ears because obviously we're not going to give the Venezuelan president back after nabbing him with Delta Force. There has been some international condemnations to the United States by other foreign countries, obviously, especially China, because obviously Venezuela is one of China's main suppliers of oil, and China's going to have to buy more from Russia now that Venezuela's kind of gone at this point, and that probably helps Vladimir Putin, obviously. So he's probably pretty happy. But other countries, obviously, they don't really like the fact that the U.S. just kind of went in and then nabbed another country's president. Been some protests, but I think realistically, most countries didn't like Maduro, and therefore they're not going to care too much. Now, they nab someone else, if you nab someone else like this, they might actually care, but since it's Maduro, they might not actually care too much. But what concerns us is how will this actually affect cryptocurrency? And the real answer is right now it probably won't, but in the long term it might be bullish. And this is what I mean. I don't think it's going to affect oil prices that much right now. Obviously, there's some fluctuations in Venezuela. They don't really know what's going on. The VP is acting as the acting president. We don't really know who's going to replace her. Will the U.S. really just completely take over the country right now? Because, yes, they do have Delta Force in there. And Trump says he will use boots on the ground, but I'm not really sure if the American people are actually going to go for that. And plus, if you look at our past for intervening in South American affairs, it's generally not turned out too well for us. So I'm not really sure if the American people actually have an appetite for that. Like I said, currently I don't think the supply of global oil, which is what Venezuela is important for, is going to be kind of disrupted that much. And therefore, I do not think that Venezuela, I don't really think that it's going to affect the economy that much. So therefore, crypto probably won't be affected that much. We'll see on Monday if I'm right or not. But long term, I think that if we successfully take over Venezuelan oil, which is why we did this entire thing in the first place, I do think that it is actually beneficial for the markets. Because the U.S. does control a lot of the crypto market, and obviously if we control all of Venezuela's oil, and Venezuela has the biggest oil reserves in the world, it's actually number one. Since it does have the biggest oil reserves in the world, if we start basically exporting that oil to ourselves, I definitely think that our oil prices can go down. And with the oil prices going down, inflation will definitely go down overall as well. And obviously, that's going to be like a really low CPI. And that's probably going to help with a lot of other economic stuff as well. So that could actually give us a lot of economic prosperity. And that would be awesome. Maybe people after they see oil prices go down to 150, they'll think the economy is getting to be good again despite our deficit. Maybe we can even take some of Venezuela's oil and start exporting it and actually paying off some of the national debt. That would be the best case scenario. But I'm not really sure if we're going to be able to just completely hijack another country's natural resources. I mean, you can see how much oil is doing for Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and all the UAE and all those other countries. They can make a huge surplus, have their citizens not pay any taxes, and just fund themselves with oil. We can kind of do that with Venezuela. Obviously, the U.S. is a lot bigger. We have a lot more costs, so we still probably have to pay taxes, but we probably could be in a pretty good surplus in a couple of years if we just hijack their oil, and global oil prices will go way down because we can just give OPEC the middle finger because we have Venezuela, which is a primary member of OPEC. So that is the best case scenario. Worst case scenario could be like, other our takeovers of other countries. Nothing ever gets done. There's insurgencies, and like, we have an unstable government, and we gain like no benefits, and just ends up costing us a lot of money. I think both of them are equally as likely to happen. We'll just have to see how this goes. Hopefully, the first one happens because low gas prices, really good economy, people have confidence, crypto moons, that's what we want. So that's kind of the situation that we are looking at right now, and that's what we're hoping for. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.